beautiful Taurus, and welcome to 2019. Can you believe we're here already? This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. This is going to be a video for January 2019 for Taurus, and we open the year with a new moon on January 5th. Now this new moon is a partial solar eclipse, and it's also conjunct the fixed star Vega. I got Temperance jumping out for you guys. So I'm already seeing some balance, some peace, some serenity this year. I really love that for you. But with this new moon partial solar eclipse conjunct Vega, it's got this optimistic, generous, creative, poetic feel to it. And we have Mars, which has been sitting in Pisces in its detriment sign, now moving into Aries, which is the ruler of Mars, or Mars is the ruler of Aries, I should say. So it's got more of that forward, active, breaking through boundaries kind of feel to it. So with all the retrogrades that we had last year, there's going to be more, you know, anything that was identified as a weakness or a shadow or a point of vulnerability, that was all identified so that we can heal from that and bring those strengths into this year. So for example, I'm likening it to buying a new car and looking under the hood. 2018 was about figuring out, okay, which tires need to be replaced, what are the brakes a little bit low. You know, all the wounds and all of the weaknesses were brought to the surface as like an inventory checklist, so that we could clear out and heal from those and bring that strength into moving forward this year in much more direct energy. There's not going to be as many retrogrades this year. All that was happening last year. So we also have a full moon in January 20th to 21st. This one's a total lunar eclipse. It's also known as the full blood wolf moon. So if there's anything, the moon always represents our emotions. So if there's anything lingering or any emotional baggage or clutter or stuff that needs to be cleared out from last year, this is a great time to release it. There's a little bit of unpredictability that comes with this full moon. It's at 0 degrees 51 minutes in Leo. And it's square to Uranus in Aries, so it's got that unpredictable feel to it. But if you're looking to release anything, to complete a cycle, if you're looking to let go of something that's no longer serving you, this full moon is a great time to release any old emotional energies that might be lingering around in order to clear the way for new things to enter, new, fresh, healthy energy. So let's see what's coming up for you, Taurus. Yep, here's that Temperance card again. This time it's coming in the reverse, but this really wants to come out for you, Taurus. So this is about finding your balance, finding the compromise, the moderate path, and the serenity that comes along with it. And what I want to bring up to you here is that there's usually, for some reason I'm getting with this card, there's usually a choice between drama or peace. You know, whenever you look at a situation, you can say what's going to bring more drama and what's going to bring more peace. If it's in the reverse, you might be saying, I don't know how I can balance myself. I don't know how I can, say, balance my physical world here, which is on the earth, with my emotional world. I have doubt, fear, or resistance about how I can bring in peace, harmony, and serenity. If I can negotiate or find the middle path, like, can I find a solution to something? A good test or filter, I think, to bring this out, Taurus, is to ask, is it going to bring me more drama or more peace? Which cup is going to fulfill me more? Is this decision being made out of love, or is this decision being made out of fear? That's really going to help you, because Temperance wants to come in. That serenity, that moderation, that peace wants to come in. So allow it. See if you can by making it pass through that filter. Then you've got 9 of Staves. Yeah, you're a survivor. You may have survived a lot of that bumpy retrograde motion from last year. 9 of Wands, I always call my Cool Hand Luke card, because it's someone who keeps getting knocked down but keeps getting back up. It's real survivor energy, perseverance, and endurance. You may have this enduring energy even though you feel a little emotionally unbalanced. or you feel like you can't find solid ground as 2019 opens, you have this perseverance and this endurance. You know, you're the strong bull. So it's just telling me that you're going to survive. Even if you feel a little battle wounded, you're a survivor. And I always say, too, with this card, I usually recite this Beckett quote, which says, ever tried, ever failed, never mind, try again, fail better. So it's a real card of just persevering and enduring. You will come to this place of moderation and serenity if you just keep trying, is what I'm getting from these two cards together in this placement. Then we have the Sun. The Sun is showing up in reverse, but this is such a positive card that it doesn't matter whether it's up, right side up or in the reverse. And look, here you are, Taurus. It's the Bull. It's so funny that you're appearing here on this card. It's almost like saying this is your year. This is the sun is shining on you. I really get that for your birth month. Whether you're late April or early May, that's when the sun's going to really be shining for you. But this is a good year for you to shine, Taurus. And the Sun in the reverse is just saying, what do you need to clear out of the way to fully experience your happiness, your joy, your vitality? This is you right here on the Bull. This is you, Taurus. So with the Sun in the upright, it's like the sun is shining 100%. With it in the reverse, it's saying it's sort of like 70 or 80%. There's just a few things that you need to clear away or even heal from to experience this full vibrancy, this full life, happiness, joy, feeling like a kid again, feeling youthful. That's coming in for you too. I kind of get this sense, Taurus, that this serenity and this happiness, this joyfulness, are really coming in and wanting to enter, but you really just have to heal from whatever it feels like you've endured or persevered through with 2018. Once you recover from that, nines are headed towards completion. They're the ending of a cycle. Then this is wanting to come in. And I really see this as you, Taurus. You know, here you are as the Bull. Couldn't be more clear. Funny that this deck is showing that. And then we also have King of Swords. So you may be working with a air sign. That could be a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra. And they are showing up as the expert, as someone with good thinking, good rational, practical advice. Usually the King of Swords is someone of expertise, someone who has wisdom and experience. I usually call this my King Solomon card. So you can rely on them to be honest and truthful with you right now. For some of you, this could be someone that you're consulting as an expert, whether they're a financial analyst or a business consultant, or even just a wise family member, someone who has wisdom and experience and knowledge. They're really showing up for you. So they could be a good counselor to you or a good advisor here at the beginning of January. And then especially if you're dealing with someone who is a little bit shady, this is Seven of Swords. Like if you're having, say, a rebellious child here who is going out and stealing the car, something like that. This is rebellious, shady, you know, cutting corners kind of energy. You may need to go to someone who, you know, like a grandparent is what I'm getting, or someone who's had a lot of experience, wisdom, knowledge on how to deal with this person. Or say if this is an employee who is presenting difficulties, you may need to go to call upon someone who has expertise in this area. This could also be a lawyer. So some of you may need to get legal advice regarding someone who is exhibiting shady behavior or difficulty, being challenging. I'm really getting, and you know, that might be the source of why you're a little emotionally unsteady or unbalanced. You can't seem to find your ground, and why the sun is in, you know, in reverse here. So this person is really key for you. For some of you, this may be a spouse, again, a parent, a consultant, a lawyer, someone who has that level of expertise, wisdom, experience, or they could just be someone who has good logical thinking, you know, who thinks clearly about things. Some wisdom, especially with helping regarding someone in your environment who feels like they might not be the most trustworthy, the most dependable. They're trying to get away with, they're usually self-centered and trying to get away with whatever they can. Seven of Swords energy, trying to do things beneath the surface. Call upon someone with wisdom and experience. They're really going to guide you through that. And they can turn Temperance and the Sun back right side up for you. Then you have Seven of Cups in the reverse. This may mean having to come to a decision about something. Seven of Cups is about seeing the options before you, sometimes having confusion about, you know, what do I want to choose? When Seven of Cups shows up in the reverse, it's usually meaning that you've made a choice about something. And I'm kind of seeing it as related to the Seven of Swords person. If, for example, this was someone who you had employed for a long time, you may have been a little bit confused about it and said, you know, I didn't think that so-and-so would be cutting corners or, you know, punching the time clock when they're not on the clock, or whatever the behavior is that is cutting corners, that shady behavior. There may have been some confusion that you couldn't see through it. But when Seven of Cups is in reverse, you can see through it. You can see you're making a decision regarding this person is what I'm seeing. And it might have been difficult for you to see it clearly in the past. But I'm seeing these two as related. And this person's going to help you identify that, Taurus. Then you have Four of Cups, which is also in the reverse. But in the upright, it means making a choice. Again, seeing the love that's being offered to you. Usually it's not seeing something. So these two cards are very related too. But in the reverse, you are making that choice. You are choosing and seeing the cup of love that's being offered to you. The right choice is what I'm getting from this. These two in reverse are saying, in the upright, there's usually confusion or not seeing the options. In the reverse, it's saying, I see the options before me and I have made my clear choice. So there's some choice to be made in the middle of January, Taurus, and you're going to get real clarity about what that choice is. And this person may provide you with some insights regarding that. Again, that King Solomon parable is going to help you see how easy a choice can be made. Sometimes when the evidence and the facts aren't exactly clear, there are ways to bring things to the surface so that you can make a clear choice. And this person can help you with that. And then we have Two of Swords in reverse. I can't say how much, Taurus, these three cards are pointing to making a decision. Again, Two of Swords in the upright means I can't decide. I don't know which way to go. I'm blinded. I'm going to just check out because I can't figure it out. In the reverse, it says, you know what? I've decided which sword to put down. I know what's true for me. I'm choosing one. I'm walking in a direction. I've seen the truth. So mid-January, definitely seeing the options before you and choosing one option. It's big. There's three cards that are speaking to that. And I'm really seeing that it's regarding someone who you may be having difficulty with. This could be a air sign child. This could be so it could be, you know, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, but it really could be any sign who's displaying this behavior, which is sneaky, behind the scenes, cutting corners, deceptive, that kind of stuff, shady behavior. You're making a choice regarding this person. It may just be that there's consequences. And again, the truth is going to really help you. I know I'm saying the same thing over again, but with three cards giving the same message, it's kind of hard to ignore that. And then the Hermit in reverse. So this means going within, usually. It means spending time by yourself. If you felt a little bit isolated lately, you might be coming out of your shell. You might have something to share with the world. For example, when Hermit is in the upright, he's going up to the mountain to meditate, to ruminate, to just focus on what's real and true, to identify the truth. That's what's represented by this light, this torch that he's carrying. And when it's in the reverse, he's coming back down the mountain to share it with everyone. He's discovered something. So it's a truth that he's discovered, that he's illuminated, that he's coming out of isolation to share the truth with everyone. So that's what that card is about. You could also have a Virgo in your environment who may just not be their normal self. They may be a little checked out, or they just might be wanting to spend some time on their own. But mostly I'm seeing it as like the Hermit coming back down the mountain, sharing the truth that they've discovered. And that could be right here around the full moon, January 20th. I'm seeing the full moon in the card there. And it might be an illumination of something that you want to let go of. So consider that, Taurus. Then we have King of Cups here in reverse. This may be a water sign that you're not seeing eye to eye with. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Or it could be someone who is acting a little bit emotionally unbalanced, someone who could be drinking too much or drinking to excess in your environment, someone that you're observing doing that. King of Cups, when he is in the reverse position, he can be a drunkard, he can be like emotionally volatile, he could be emotionally messy or really just weepy, where he's all over the place. He's kind of a hot mess in reverse. So there could be someone in your environment who you're finally seeing, oh, you know, I thought that this could be the revelation that you're getting, is that I thought that this person was solid, but I'm realizing behind the scenes they may have an addiction problem. That's something that I've discovered. There's a lot of different ways that could go, but I'm seeing this truth kind of in tandem around these cards here. What's also coming up is Four of Staves. This is a real honeymoon card. This is establishing of foundations. This is the 1111 Twin Flame card, and it means completion on something. It means having a happy home, celebration, festivities. It's domestic bliss. It is sometimes a marriage or a wedding card. It's really celebration and festivity on the domestic plane. You know, it's like having a party at the castle at your home. So really nice celebratory. The stability that you're looking for, I kind of get, comes towards the end of the month, Taurus. If you're not experiencing it here at the beginning of January, you're looking for it. It wants to show up, but you kind of have to go through whatever this is, and then the Four of Wands comes in. Celebration, victory, you know, festivities. That's kind of when I feel like the sun is really going to go back into the upright for you. Once you deal with this situation, whatever decision it is that you're having to make about this person, once that's done, this is what comes in. Celebration, home, good times, parties, festivities. And then Page of Coins in the reverse. So this is something that is normally an offer of some sort, an apology perhaps. Sometimes it can be from an earth sign person, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This may be an apology that you're not willing to offer or not willing to receive. It's given to you, but you don't receive it. It also can be something that you're willing to learn, or sorry about that, Taurus, my camera cut out. Anyway, so this could be delays in communication about something financial too. That's another possibility. It also could be an earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that is not showing up as their normal selves. They're acting kind of more in their immature side of themselves. They may be acting a little bit stubborn about something. But I'm seeing this actually mostly as communication regarding something financial, and there may just be a delay. Like if you're waiting for a financial statement on something, there might be a delay. You may not get it by the end of January. For some of you, this may be like your W-2s being a little bit late. I'm not sure exactly why I'm getting that for some of you, but I am. It's communication about money that is in delay, or there's some sort of blocks in front of it. So that's my reading for you, Taurus, for January. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Taurus who you think might also enjoy it. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, I'll have a link right here in this top corner somewhere that you can go to my website, and I have a number of different types of readings there that you can book. And as always, I just want to thank everyone so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful start to this new year, and I hope you have a great year. Yours in the stars.